Let's be honest, making a living as a small farmer today can feel like a constant uphill battle. But what if I told you there's a way to build a farm that's not just sustainable, but seriously profitable and practically self-sufficient? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore with integrated farming. So here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to start with the basics. What exactly is integrated farming? Then we'll design a practical blueprint you can actually use. We'll see how it all works together as a living system, crunch the numbers to look at the profit engine, and finally, talk about why this is truly farming for the future. All right, first things first. To really get why integrated farming is such a game changer, we've got to understand the core problem it's designed to solve. And really, this is the question that's on everyone's mind. It's not just about getting by season to season. It's about building a system that creates real wealth and security for the long haul. And as you're about to see, the scale of this challenge is, well, it's massive. Okay, take a look at these numbers because they tell a powerful story. A whopping 85% of farmers in India are working on small and marginal plots of land. Now, if you're trying to do traditional single-crop farming on that kind of scale, you are incredibly vulnerable. It's pretty clear that the vast majority of farmers need a smarter, more resilient way to do things. And that smarter way is the Integrated Farming System, or IFS. Now, this isn't just about, having a few chickens and some tomato plants. It's a whole system where everything is connected. Think about it. The waste from one part of your farm becomes a valuable resource for another. This one simple idea, it changes absolutely everything. Okay, so we've covered the what. Now let's get our hands dirty. How do you actually build one of these systems? What are the different pieces you can put together to create your own thriving farm? A smart blueprint is really all about balancing your income streams. You need those short-term earners, things like seasonal vegetables and spices, to keep the cash flowing. But at the same time, you're building real long-term wealth with things like fruit trees and timber that become stable, appreciating assets for your future. And speaking of long-term assets, you gotta hear this phrase some people are using, the green gold rush. That's what they're calling timber farming. And it makes sense. This isn't just planting a few trees. It's a strategic, high-value investment that once it's established requires very little maintenance. So let's break down that timeline, right? Teak is a fantastic option for really solid, steady returns in just a few years. But sandalwood? Oh, sandalwood is the long game. We're talking about a patient investment that can deliver absolutely incredible, life-changing profits after about 10 to 15 years. Okay, now let's bring in the animals because they are a vital, living part of this blueprint. Sheep are great. They give you wool, meat, and of course, that super valuable manure. And then you have something like a small poultry unit, which requires very little investment and gives you a quick turnaround with daily income from eggs and meat. And hey, don't forget the water. A simple farm pond can become a major profit center when you integrate it. Imagine this. You build your chicken or duck shed right over the pond. Their droppings fall straight into the water, becoming a free, high-protein food source for the fish. I mean, come on, that's integration in action. You slash your feed costs, and you boost your fish yield at the same time. Brilliant. So we have all our pieces. We have the crops, the trees, the animals, the fish. But the real magic, the absolute heart of the IFS, is seeing how all these components connect to create a self-sustaining ecosystem. Just look at this cycle. This is where it all clicks. The animals give you manure. That manure becomes compost that feeds your crops. And then the leftover parts of the crops, the residue, is used to feed the animals. See? It's a closed loop. You're no longer shelling out cash for expensive fertilizers or animal feed. Your costs just plummet, and your profits, they go way up. And here is another fantastic real-world example. This is Azolla. It's this tiny little fern that you can grow super easily in a small pit right on your farm. It is packed with protein, and it becomes a totally free food supplement for your livestock and fish. This is how you make your farm even more self-reliant. Okay, we've built the system, we see how it works. Now for the part everyone's been waiting for. What's the payoff? Let's fire up the profit engine and take a look at the actual numbers. And this is where it gets really, really exciting. Just look at the potential net profit per acre here. With a short-term crop like ginger, you could be looking at up to 4 lakh rupees in just about 8 or 9 months. Dragon fruit, which keeps producing, can bring in up to 8 lakhs a year once it gets going. But then you have sandalwood. Yeah, you're seeing that right. The potential return from just one single acre of sandalwood after about 10 to 15 years can be over 1 crore rupees. It is the very definition of a long-term, high-reward investment that can turn a small piece of land into a legacy of wealth. But check this out. This is a really crucial insight. While those big ticket crops are your long-term jackpot, this real-world case study found that the humble dairy unit was the single biggest profit driver. It brought in nearly 60% of the income. So why is that? It's because it provides daily steady cash flow. Milk sales pay the bills, they fund other parts of the farm, all while your long-term investments are quietly growing in the background. It's the engine that powers the entire system. And look, the proof is right here in the results. Studies have shown that these kinds of targeted integrated farming systems can increase the average net returns for small farmers by a massive 86%. And get this, in just 2 years. This is not a theory, it is a proven path to profitability. So you're probably convinced by now, you're ready to get started, but how do you make sure you get it right from day one? Let's wrap up with some absolutely essential advice to help you build your farm for the future. If you want to succeed, you have to avoid these classic pitfalls. You've got to start thinking like a business owner, not just a farmer. That means you don't start without testing your soil. You don't start without a clear business plan. And you absolutely have to know who you're going to sell to. Plan your soil health, your water, your pest control, and your marketing before you ever plant a single seed. And here is maybe the most important piece of practical advice. Don't go all in on one risky, high-value crop. The smartest strategy is to balance your portfolio. Dedicate about 1/3 of your land to that big profit crop, sure, but keep the rest for the stable, traditional crops you know will guarantee an income. It's the perfect way to balance risk and reward. You know, when you really get down to it, integrated farming isn't just a method, it's a total mindset shift. It's about moving from a model of extraction to one of holistic creation. It's about seeing your farm as a living, breathing ecosystem, not a factory. So the question I'll leave you with is this the kind of resilient, profitable, and truly sustainable future we need to build for agriculture?